Once upon a time, in a cozy little house on Oak Street, there lived a curious and adventurous cat named Whiskers. Whiskers had a sleek, black coat and bright green eyes that gleamed with curiosity. Every day, he would sneak out of the house and embark on exciting explorations around the neighborhood. One sunny morning, as Whiskers prowled the backyard, he noticed a mysterious hole in the ground beneath the old oak tree. His inquisitive nature got the best of him, and he decided to investigate. With cautious steps, he ventured into the hole, not knowing what he might find. As Whiskers descended deeper into the tunnel, he discovered a hidden world beneath the earth. It was a bustling community of tiny creatures, including ants, beetles, and even a friendly mole named Monty. Whiskers' bright eyes widened with amazement as he observed their busy lives. Each day, Whiskers returned to the underground world, joining his new friends in their adventures. He helped ants carry food, listened to beetle stories, and even had exciting races through the winding tunnels with Monty the mole. One day, Whiskers and his underground friends stumbled upon a puzzle, a mysterious map that seemed to lead to hidden treasure. Whiskers' adventurous spirit burned brighter than ever as they decided to follow the map and uncover the secret. Their journey took them through twisting tunnels, up steep slopes, and into dark chambers filled with glittering gems. Whiskers' heart raced with anticipation as they neared the treasure's location. Finally, they reached a chamber filled with radiant, sparkling crystals. It was their treasure, a breathtaking sight that left Whiskers' bright eyes filled with wonder and joy. They celebrated their discovery, knowing that the true treasure was the adventure they had shared. With the treasure safely tucked away, Whiskers returned to his cozy house on Oak Street, but he knew that he would always have exciting adventures waiting for him, both above and below the ground.
Once upon a time, in a magical forest, there lived a group of dinosaurs. They inhabited a lush green forest filled with tall, ancient trees and vibrant flowers. The forest was their home, and they had lived there peacefully for many years. The dinosaurs were different in size, shape, and color, each with their own unique characteristics. Among the dinosaurs, there was a young and curious Triceratops named Ruby. She had 3 sharp horns on her head and a bright blue body. Ruby was always exploring and trying to uncover the wonders of the magical forest. Alongside Ruby was an intelligent Tyrannosaurus Rex named Spike. He had large jaws, tiny arms, and a spotted green body. Spike loved reading books and solving puzzles, always eager to learn something new. In the forest, there was also a gentle Brachiosaurus named Lily. She had a long neck that reached the highest branches and a gentle smile that brightened everyone's day. Lily loved to help others and was known for her kindness and gentle nature. Among Ruby, Spike, and Lily, there was Max, a playful Stegosaurus. He had sharp spikes running down his back, and his vibrant purple body added a burst of color to the forest. Max was known for his mischievous spirit and playful antics. One day, as Ruby, Spike, Lily, and Max were exploring the magical forest, they stumbled upon a hidden cave. The cave was filled with glowing crystals that shimmered in different colors and sparkling waterfalls that flowed gracefully. It was a sight to behold, and the dinosaurs couldn't help but feel a sense of awe and wonder. As they ventured deeper into the cave, they encountered a mysterious and wise old dinosaur. He had a long white beard and wore a golden crown on his head. The old dinosaur introduced himself as Darius and revealed that he was the guardian of the magic within the forest. Darius shared with Ruby, Spike, Lily, and Max the existence of a magical spellbook hidden within the cave. The spellbook contained ancient symbols, and its pages glowed with a magical aura. Darius explained that anyone who could unravel its secrets would be granted extraordinary powers. Excited by the prospect of having extraordinary powers, Ruby, Spike, Lily, and Max decided to embark on a journey to uncover the secrets of the spellbook. With Darius as their guide, they formed a determined group, studying the spellbook day and night in hopes of unlocking its true potential. With time and perseverance, The dinosaurs began to master their newfound magical abilities. They discovered that their unique qualities, combined with the magic from the spellbook, made them a formidable force. As they harnessed their powers, Ruby, Spike, Lily, and Max vowed to protect the magical forest and all its inhabitants from any harm that may come their way.
Once upon a time, in a cozy little neighborhood, there lived a young boy named Leo and his adorable little sister, Lily. Leo was a brave and caring big brother, and Lily had the most enchanting smile with her fluffy eyes that lit up their world. One sunny afternoon, as they played in their backyard, they heard a distant whimper, a sound that pulled at their hearts. Curiosity got the best of them, and Leo and Lily followed the sound until they came upon a small, scruffy dog trapped in a thorny bush. The poor pup's eyes were wide with fear, and it looked like it needed help desperately. Leo knew they had to rescue it. With gentle hands and kind words, Leo and Lily carefully freed the frightened dog from the thorns. They named him Buddy, and his tail wagged with joy as he realized he was safe. Buddy became a part of their family, and their backyard turned into a playground filled with laughter and love. As the days passed, Leo and Lily noticed something amazing. Buddy was not just any dog, he had a special talent. Buddy could find lost items with his keen sense of smell. Whenever they lost a toy or a misplaced sock, Buddy was there to help. One day, the neighborhood cat, Whiskers, had gone missing. Leo and Lily were determined to find their furry friend. They enlisted Buddy's help, and he led them on an adventure through the neighborhood, following the scent of Whiskers. Buddy's nose led them to an old, abandoned shed at the edge of the neighborhood. Inside, they discovered Whiskers, scared and trapped. With teamwork and bravery, they freed Whiskers and brought him back home. From that day on, Buddy, Leo, Lily, and Whiskers were inseparable. They became known as the neighborhood heroes, always ready to lend a hand or a paw. Their adventures continued, filled with laughter, love, and the magic of true friendship. Once upon a time, in the vast expanse of the deep blue sea, there lived a lonely whale. This magnificent creature had a heart as big as the ocean itself, but it yearned for companionship. Each day, the whale would swim through the open waters, hoping to find a friend to share its underwater world. As the lonely whale continued its search, it stumbled upon a stunning sight. A magical underwater world unfolded before its eyes. The ocean floor was adorned with vibrant coral reefs, and colorful fish danced in the sparkling sunlight that filtered through the water above. The whale's heart was filled with wonder and joy. Curiosity fueled the whale's spirit, and it couldn't resist the urge to explore. It ventured into a hidden cave, where a mesmerizing sight awaited. Bioluminescent creatures illuminated the darkness, creating a breathtaking display of light and motion. The lonely whale was captivated by the beauty that surrounded it. Just as the whale thought it had discovered all the wonders of the magical underwater world, a pod of dolphins appeared. They greeted the lonely whale with cheerful clicks and whistles. The dolphins' playful nature was infectious, and the whale found itself joining in their acrobatic leaps and flips. Laughter echoed through the ocean as the newfound friends reveled in their shared joy. One day, while swimming near a coral reef, the lonely whale noticed something spectacular. A group of shimmering mermaids gracefully danced among the colorful fish and swaying coral. Their melodious voices echoed through the water, filling the lonely whale's heart with a sense of awe and enchantment. It discovered that the magical underwater world was even extraordinary than it had ever imagined. With its newfound friends by its side, the lonely whale felt a renewed sense of purpose. Together, they embarked on an adventurous quest to protect the magical underwater world. They encountered thrilling obstacles and faced dangerous creatures, but they never faltered. Their friendship and determination served as their guiding light. As their quest came to an end, the lonely whale found itself faced with a bittersweet goodbye. However, the memories they had created would forever be etched in their hearts. With tears of gratitude, the lonely whale bid farewell to its friends. Promising to cherish the magical moments they shared, the whale knew their friendship would transcend time and distance. Though the lonely whale Sarak for companionship had led it to a magical underwater world, it had found so much more. In the warmth of friendship and the embrace of its newfound home, the whale found contentment and happiness. It realized that the journey had been just as important as the destination, and that true friendship could make even the loneliest heart feel whole. Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled among rolling hills, there lived a curious little boy named Max. Max had bright blue eyes that sparkled with curiosity, and he loved to explore the world around him. Every day, he set off on new adventures, eager to learn and discover. One sunny morning, as Max ventured deeper into the woods behind his house, he stumbled upon an ancient oak tree. Its gnarled roots seemed to beckon him, and his curiosity led him to investigate further. He noticed a small opening at the base of the tree and decided to explore it. Inside the tree, Max discovered a hidden world filled with books. The books were old and dusty, but their pages were filled with tales of far-off lands, daring explorers, and mythical creatures. Max's eyes widened with wonder as he read story after story. One day, as Max delved into a particularly captivating tale of a brave knight and a friendly dragon, he noticed a peculiar map tucked among the pages. It was a map of the village and surrounding areas, with a marked path leading into the mysterious Whispering Woods. With the map in hand, Max embarked on a grand adventure. He followed the path through the Whispering Woods, where the leaves whispered secrets in the breeze and the birds sang songs of ancient legends. His heart raced with excitement. Deep in the heart of the forest, Max stumbled upon a hidden waterfall. Its crystal clear waters sparkled like diamonds in the sunlight. Max felt as though he had discovered a magical oasis, and he couldn't resist taking a refreshing dip. As Max dried himself off, he noticed a beautiful butterfly with iridescent wings fluttering nearby. The butterfly led him to a grove of ancient trees, where he found a peaceful meadow filled with colorful wildflowers. It was a place of serene beauty. Max spent hours in the meadow, soaking in the tranquility of nature. He realized that his adventures had led him to this breathtaking spot, and he felt a deep sense of connection to the world around him. With the memory of the meadow in his heart, Max returned home, knowing that the world held endless wonders to be explored. He had learned that even in familiar places, there were hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. Once upon a time, in a land filled with towering mountains and magical creatures, there lived a young dragon named Azure. With his shimmering blue scales and large, expressive eyes, Azure was a sight to behold as he soared through the sky. Today, he was on a quest to find an adventure unlike any he had experienced before. As Azure soared above the lush green valley, his keen eyes spotted something peculiar nestled between two towering peaks. It was a hidden cave, its entrance surrounded by wildflowers and shrouded in an air of mystery. Curiosity ignited within Azure, compelling him to investigate further. With a gentle flap of his wings, Azure landed gracefully just outside the cave's entrance. He could feel a mixture of excitement and caution coursing through his veins. Taking a deep breath, he inched closer, his heart pounding in anticipation of the unknown adventure that awaited him inside. Stepping into the darkness of the cave, Azure's eyes widened in awe. Before him lay a treasure trove of sparkling gems, ancient artifacts, and glittering gold. It was as if the cave held the secrets of a forgotten civilization. Azure couldn't help but marvel at the beauty that surrounded him. Venturing deeper into the cavern, Azure's sharp ears picked up a faint rustling sound. Turning his head, he was met with the sight of a small creature with glistening scales and cautious eyes. It was a fellow dragon, hesitantly emerging from the shadows. Azure's curious nature took over, and he approached the newcomer with a warm smile. The young dragon, whose name was Cobalt, looked up at Azure, surprise evident in his eyes. Azure extended a clawed hand in friendship, and Cobalt cautiously accepted the gesture. They soon discovered a shared love for exploration and discovery, and their friendship grew stronger with each passing moment. Together, Azure and Cobalt delved further into the depths of the cave, their eyes shining with excitement. They worked as a team to decipher the ancient inscriptions, unraveling the hidden history of the cave. As they explored, they uncovered its magical powers and the invaluable lessons it held. Emerging from the depths of the cave, Azure and Cobalt reveled in the warm sunlight that bathed the mountainside. Their wings glinted in the golden rays as they turned to each other, knowing that their lives had been forever changed by the power of friendship and their shared adventure. They were dragons of the world, ready to explore and embrace whatever lay ahead. Once upon a time, in a tranquil meadow bathed in golden sunlight, there dwelled a wise and patient turtle named Tommy. Tommy had a sturdy, glistening shell that protected him from the world, and his unhurried, deliberate pace allowed him to savor every moment. Each day, he meandered through the meadow, his curiosity leading the way. One sunny morning, as Tommy ambled through the meadow, he noticed a group of colorful butterflies dancing in the air above the tall, swaying grass. Their wings painted the sky with a mesmerizing display of vibrant hues, and Tommy's patient eyes blinked with wonder as he watched their graceful flight. Intrigued, Tommy decided to follow the butterflies. His slow and steady pace matched their airy movements, and they led him to the meadow's edge, where a hidden path beckoned him into a dense and enigmatic forest. Curiosity stirred, Tommy ventured into the forest. Towering trees formed a natural canopy, and dappled sunlight created enchanting patterns of light and shadow on the forest floor, captivating his patient gaze. As Tommy continued his exploration, he encountered a sparkling brook, its clear water gurgling merrily over smooth pebbles. His patient eyes observed the ripples on the water surface, revealing colorful fish swimming beneath. Day after day, Tommy delved deeper into the forest, uncovering its mysteries. He met a wise old owl who shared tales of the ancient trees and the creatures that inhabited the forest. Tommy's eyes sparkled with interest as he listened to the owl's stories. One day, deep within the forest, Tommy stumbled upon a hidden glade filled with delicate, glowing fireflies. Their soft, flickering light danced in the evening air, creating a magical spectacle that left Tommy's patient heart brimming with wonder. As twilight descended, the fireflies led Tommy to a clearing where the night sky displayed a tapestry of stars. In that moment, Tommy realized that his patient exploration had brought him to this beautiful experience, and he understood that the forest held endless wonders, waiting to be discovered. And so, Tommy continued his journey through the forest, his patient eyes always open to its secrets. With each new discovery, he felt a deeper connection to the natural world and knew that he was part of a timeless story, one that unfolded slowly and steadily, just like his own journey. Once upon a time, in a lush meadow, there lived a small snail named Stanley. He was a shy snail with a brown, spiraled shell, who often kept to himself. Stanley felt unnoticed and invisible among the vibrant flowers and bustling insects. He longed for the courage to explore the world beyond his little patch of grass. As Stanley watched the ants scurry and the butterflies flutter, a pang of envy filled his tiny heart. He wished to be as brave as the ants, who fearlessly traveled in swarms, and as graceful as the butterflies, who danced with the wind. Stanley decided it was time for a change. With a deep breath and a determined smile, Stanley left his familiar patch of grass behind. His slimy trail glistened in the sunlight as he ventured into the vast unknown. The meadow seemed infinitely larger outside his comfort zone, but Stanley marched on, longing to discover his own bravery. As he ventured further, Stanley stumbled upon a majestic spider, weaving its delicate web. Mesmerized by the intricate patterns, Stanley watched from a safe distance. The spider noticed his timid eyes and gracefully approached Stanley, extending a gentle leg as an invitation. Together, Stanley and the spider journeyed through the meadow. They came across a rushing stream, its glistening water separating them from the other side. Stanley's heart raced with fear, unsure if his small snail body could brave the currents. But with the spider's encouragement, he took a leap of faith. Emerging from the water, Stanley and the spider stumbled upon a mysterious forest. Dark and intimidating, eerie sounds echoed through the trees. Stanley's courage wavered, but deep down, he knew he couldn't turn back. With the spider by his side, Stanley ventured into the unknown once again. To their surprise, beyond the seemingly intimidating forest lay a secret magical garden. It was a breathtaking sight, filled with colorful flowers of all kinds. The enchanting aroma swirled around them, lifting their spirits and filling Stanley's heart with pure joy. With newfound courage and a heart bursting with gratitude, Stanley bid farewell to his spider friend and made his way back to his beloved patch of grass. He realized that the true adventure was not only in the vast meadow but within himself. Stanley had discovered that courage was not the absence of fear, but the willingness to face it. And from that day forward, Stanley was no longer just a shy snail. He was a brave, adventurous snail who knew that the world was full of endless possibilities.
In a cozy little neighborhood, there were two best friends, Xed and Omar. Xed was 4 years old, and Omar was just 3. They spent every day together, exploring the world around them. One sunny morning, they decided to go on a backyard adventure. Armed with tiny backpacks and stuffed animals, they ventured into the wild world of their garden. They tiptoed through the grass, marveling at the flowers and chasing butterflies. "Look, Xed!" Omar exclaimed, pointing at a ladybug on a leaf. Xed grinned and said, "Let's name it Lady Lulu." They giggled as Lady Lulu crawled on their tiny fingers. Their adventure continued as they discovered a secret garden gnome hidden among the flowers. They gave him the name Giggles, because his big grin made them laugh. As the sun started to set, they found a cozy spot under a tree. Xed said, "Omar, this is the best adventure ever." Omar nodded, hugging his stuffed animal tight. "Yeah, Xed, I love our garden adventures." With their hearts full of joy, they made their way back home, holding hands. Xed and Omar knew that the world was full of wonders, but the best adventures were the ones they shared in their own backyard.
Once upon a time, in a quaint little village surrounded by lush green fields, lived a charming 4-year-old girl named Mimi. She had rosy cheeks, curly golden locks, and a smile that could brighten any. Mimi was curious about everything around her. Her days were filled with delightful adventures. Each morning, she would wake up early, ready to explore the wonders of the village. She would one day, as Mimi was strolling near a sparkling stream, she noticed a family of ducks waddling by. Excitement filled her eyes as she followed them, giggling at their playful quacks. She joyfully saw Mimi's gentle nature extended to animals too. In the village, she had made friends with a stray dog named Buddy. Every afternoon, she would bring a small bowl of milk and share her treats with her furry companion. The village was known for its colorful gardens, and Mimi adored flowers. She would spend hours in the fields, picking bouquets for her family and friends. Her heart swelled. Mimi had a special bond with her grandmother, who lived in a cozy cottage. Together they would bake delicious pies, the aroma filling the as the sun began to set, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink. Mimi would return home, tired yet content. Mimi's innocence and unending curiosity made her a beloved member of the village. Everyone adored her infectious laughter and playful spirit. She became an inspiration,
Once upon a time, in a cozy little cottage nestled among tall trees, lived a mischievous mouse named Milo. With round ears, a long pink tail, and bright, curious eyes, Milo loved exploring every nook and cranny of his home. One sunny day, while rummaging through the old attic filled with forgotten treasures, Milo stumbled upon a dusty book. Intrigued, Milo carefully opened the book, revealing a worn-out, leather-bound cover with golden engravings of spiraling vines. As he turned the pages, each one filled with magical tales and enchanting illustrations, Milo's tiny heart fluttered with excitement. But as he reached the last page, Milo gasped at what he saw. Before Milo's astonished gaze, a magnificent portal appeared right in the middle of the attic. It was like nothing he had ever seen before, with shimmering colors and radiant beams of light. As if drawn by an invisible force, the mischievous mouse cautiously approached the magical gateway. With his heart pounding in his tiny chest, Milo slowly peeked into the portal and found himself transported to a bustling medieval marketplace. People in colorful attire filled the narrow cobblestone streets, haggling over exquisite tapestries, aromatic spices, and shiny baubles. Milo stood in awe, oblivious to the curious gazes around him. Milo followed his curious nature, scurrying through the busy marketplace and toward a towering castle in the distance. Its walls were adorned with lush ivy, and the scent of blooming roses wafted through the air. The mischievous mouse climbed the grand staircase and slipped through a small crack in the castle's wooden doors. Inside, Milo found himself in a hidden library, its towering bookshelves filled with dusty volumes and mysterious secrets. The smell of aging parchment tickled his sensitive nose as he tiptoed around, eager to uncover the treasures of the past. And that's when Milo stumbled upon the most remarkable book of all. The weathered, thick book titled The Secrets of Time Travel, unveiling the mysteries of the ages beckoned to Milo from a dusty corner. With trembling paws, he opened it to a page that described a magical portal hidden in an attic just like his. Milo's tiny heart raced with excitement as he realized the truth: he had discovered a time-traveling portal. Filled with newfound knowledge, Milo raced back through the portal, eager to explore different eras and have thrilling time-traveling adventures. With every dash into the past, he would uncover ancient civilizations, meet legendary figures, and solve historical mysteries. Milo's days of mischief had just taken an extraordinary turn, and he couldn't wait to embark on his first exciting journey.
Once upon a time, in a small house, there lived a little girl named Lily. Her house was ordinary, but there was one room that held a magical secret. Whenever Lily turned the golden key in the lock, the door to that room would open, revealing a whole new world made entirely of chocolate. One sunny day, Lily decided to explore the delicious wonders of the chocolate room. As she stepped inside, she was greeted by a sweet aroma that filled the air. The walls were made of smooth milk chocolate, and the floor was covered in colorful chocolate tiles. In the corner, there was a tall chocolate tree with branches filled with mouth-watering chocolate fruits. Lily couldn't resist picking one and taking a bite. It tasted even better than she had imagined. Further into the chocolate room, Lily discovered a chocolate river flowing gently. She dipped her finger into the flowing chocolate and giggled with delight as she licked off the sweet, velvety goodness alongside the river. Once upon a time, in a small house, there lived a little girl named Lily. Her house was ordinary, but there was one room that held a magical secret. Whenever Lily turned the golden key in the lock, the door to that room would open, revealing a whole new world made entirely of chocolate. One sunny day, Lily decided to explore the delicious wonders of the chocolate room. As she stepped inside, she was greeted by a sweet aroma that filled the air. The walls were made of smooth milk chocolate, and the floor was covered in colorful chocolate tiles. In the corner, there was a tall chocolate tree with branches filled with mouth-watering chocolate fruits. Lily couldn't resist picking one and taking a bite. It tasted even better than she had imagined. Further into the chocolate room, Lily discovered a chocolate river flowing gently. She dipped her finger into the flowing chocolate and giggled with delight as she licked off the sweet, velvety goodness. Alongside the river, she saw a family of marshmallow rabbits hopping and playing, their fluffy bodies covered in chocolate. Lily couldn't help but join in on the fun, creating chocolate-covered bunny friends. As the day went on, Lily explored more and more of the chocolate room. She met chocolate butterflies that fluttered around, leaving trails of sprinkles behind them. She even found a chocolate fountain where she dipped fresh strawberries and marshmallows for a delightful treat. Eventually, it was time for Lily to leave the chocolate room. She said goodbye to her chocolate friends and closed the door, hiding the sugary paradise behind her. From that day on, Lily couldn't wait for the next adventure in the chocolate room. She cherished the sweet memories and kept the room's secret safe. And whenever she wanted a taste of imagination, she knew she only had to turn the golden key and step into the magical world of chocolate again.
Once upon a time, in a quaint little village, there lived a curious child named Lily. Lily had bright, inquisitive eyes that sparkled with wonder. One day, as she explored her grandmother's garden, she stumbled upon a hidden gate that led to a magical garden. The moment Lily stepped through the gate, she was greeted by an enchanting sight. The garden was alive with colors and sounds. But what truly amazed her was that the flowers could talk. Each flower had its own personality and stories to share. Lily soon discovered that the flowers had unique abilities. The sunflowers could create warmth on chilly days, the tulips could sing sweet melodies, and the roses could offer sage advice. They welcomed Lily as their friend and shared their secrets. One morning, Lily found a wilting daisy named Daisybell. Daisybell was sad because she had lost her sparkle. Lily, determined to help her new friend, embarked on a quest to find the magical dewdrop diamond, which could restore Daisybell's glow. Guided by the talking flowers, Lily ventured into the heart of the garden. She faced challenges, from solving riddles with the wise daffodils to navigating through the maze of whispering willows. Each flower offered its guidance, teaching Lily valuable lessons along the way. Finally, Lily reached the crystal fountain, where the dewdrop diamond was rumored to be hidden. With the support of her talking flower friends, she solved the fountain's intricate puzzle and found the glistening diamond. With the dewdrop diamond in hand, Lily returned to Daisybell. She gently touched the diamond to the wilting daisy, and a radiant light enveloped her. Daisybell's sparkle was restored, and her smile illuminated the entire garden. Lily's adventures in the magical garden continued, and she learned that friendship, kindness, and teamwork could overcome any obstacle. She shared her stories with her grandmother, who smiled knowingly, for she too had once discovered the wonders of the garden. As the seasons changed, the garden flourished, and Lily's bond with the talking flowers grew stronger. Together, they created a world of beauty and magic, where every day brought new adventures and where friendship blossomed like the flowers themselves. And so, in that magical garden, surrounded by talking flowers, Lily found not only a world of wonder but also the enduring lesson that kindness and a curious spirit could lead to the most extraordinary discoveries of all.